How was your day yesterday? Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something totally different. We're going to be talking about volcanoes. Okay, do you know what a volcano is? Have you ever seen one? We have a really famous one here in Mexico, not in Monterrey, in Mexico City, in Mexico. It explodes quite often, or it erupts quite often. Do you know the name of it? That's right, Popocatépetl. I don't know if I said it right, but the Popo. Right? So it spews out ashes every so once in a while. Do you know another one? Okay, very good. So what we're going to do is we are going to watch the following video about volcanoes. So pay attention.
Hello, my little bundles of matter. It's your mother, Mother Earth. And I want to ask you something. Do you know what a volcano is? This is a volcano. It's an opening on my surface where hot lava comes out. Aren't they pretty? Pretty deadly. I could watch them all day, couldn't you? Today, I'd like to show you how my volcanoes work, and we'll start with the lava. What is lava, and where does it come from? Lava is liquid rock, and it comes from underground. When it's underground, we call it magma. When it pours out on the surface, we call it lava. Underground, magma. Above ground, lava. Magma, lava, magma, lava. So, magma is liquid rock. There's another way to say this. Molten rock. Liquid rock and molten rock mean the same thing, but you say molten for things that are hard to melt, like rocks. And trust me, rocks are hard to melt. The next time you're sitting around the campfire with your guitar and your s'mores, toss a rock in the fire. It doesn't melt. It just sits there, being a rock. But underground, rocks are under a lot of pressure. They're being squeezed very hard on all sides. And when you squeeze things really hard, they get hot. So, some underground rocks get hot enough to melt. But there's more to it than that. You see, I have layers, like a lasagna. On the outside, there's the thin layer you all live on, and that's called the crust. The next layer is called the mantle, and in the center of the earth is my core, and those are my layers. My core is under the most pressure, so it's hot. So hot, I'm steaming. My core is made of metal that's as hot as the surface of the sun. And this core acts like an oven heating up my layers. The heat is so intense, it can melt parts of my mantle. We're talking liquid rock, molten rock, whatever the kids are saying these days. But don't worry, sweethearts. It's not so hot that it melts everything. You're going to be okay. The crust is solid, rock solid, and even most of the mantle is solid. But I must confess, being the Earth isn't easy. I do a lot. I'm under a lot of pressure, and when I crack, things get a little crazy. And when that happens, the heat starts rising and the magma starts flying out of me. And boom, you have yourself a volcano. So sit down and enjoy the fireworks, because it's showtime. Let me show you some of my famous volcanoes. Hawaii, a tropical paradise with beautiful beaches, lush vegetation, and bam! Oozing lava! Mount St. Helens tall pine trees, snowy mountains, and bam! Lava! Pompeii in magical Italy, relaxing gondola rides, tasty lasagna, and bam! Lava again, lava everywhere, goodbye, Pompeii. I used to think I was the only one with this problem, that no one could possibly understand the pressure I was under. But then I learned I'm not alone. I thought I had it bad, but then I spoke to Mars, the planet, and Mars is home to the largest volcano in the solar system, Olympus Mons. And if you go further out, I heard that Jupiter's moon, Io, is covered with volcanoes, spewing stinky sulfur all over the place. You think you know a moon, and then they have volcanoes all over it. So there you have it. That's how volcanoes work. My core is a super hot oven. It melts the rocks in the mantle, making lots of magma. Remember, I'm under a lot of pressure, and eventually I'll crack. When a crack opens up in my surface, the magma flies out, and bam! Lava! Now, my little bundles of matter, the moment you've all been waiting for, the piece de la resistance, a volcano montage!
Okay, now that we have watched the video, I want for you to watch the following presentation about volcanoes. It has a list of vocabulary words. You're going to see the vocabulary word, you're going to hear the vocabulary word, and then you're going to write it in your English notebook. You need to look for the definition in your dictionary or in Google, and you're going to write it in your notebook. Okay? Once you're finished doing that, you're going to write the list of adverbs that are in the presentation. So you might need to pause the video so that you can write the list of adverbs. And now that we have the vocabulary word, now that we have the list of adverbs and we have watched the video, what you're going to do is you're going to draw your own volcano. You're going to draw it in your English notebook. And then you're going to write about volcanoes. So I have an example in the presentation. Look at the example. And using those examples, you're going to write your own information, your own paragraph about volcanoes. You can use the video, you can use the vocabulary. You have to underline the vocabulary words in blue, and you have to underline the adverbs in red. There should be at least 6 different sentences because there are 6 vocabulary words. Okay? All right, so let's see. Let's review the vocabulary for volcanoes. Once you have seen the word and said the word, look for the definition and write it in your English notebook. Cemented. Igneous rock. Metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock. Lava. Magma. Here is a list of adverbs that we have in English. Remember that an adverb is a part of speech. An adverb describes a verb, another adverb, or an adjective. Adverbs answer how, where, when, how much, how often, and other questions. We have adverbs in how, such as secretly, fast, well, quickly, easily, slowly. How much, fully, almost, rather, extremely. Where, towards, there, inside, here, back. How often, never, sometimes, often, usually. And when, last year, last month, today, tomorrow. So what you are going to do is you are going to copy this list of words in your English notebook. Alright, so now that we have watched a video and we have reviewed the vocabulary words, now I want for you to make your own drawing of a volcano, just like the one that I have here. Once you finish that, you're going to write a paragraph about volcanoes. You're going to use the 6 vocabulary words, and you're going to use adverbs to make your sentences richer. I have examples right here. Volcanoes are made of different materials. It has hot magma inside. It is called lava outside the volcano. As you can see, the vocabulary word is underlined in blue, and the adverbs are underlined in red. These are examples. You make your own sentences. So we're done for today. If you have completed the video, if you have completed the vocabulary, wrote the list of adverbs, drew your volcano, wrote about the volcano, that's it, we're done. Don't forget to go to Pleno and do your listening quiz. And you have to study for the science quiz tomorrow about matter, okay? The states of matter. You're going to study for that. You can use the presentation that was uploaded on Friday. You can use your notes in your English notebook. And you can use your book, your Sistema Uno book, book number 4. All the pages of science, you can use all of those pages, okay? So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.